right, so I'm up for discussing whatever. I don't remember where we were or what we were discussing, but
We were talking about presuppositionalism,
all right.
and when I was asking you something that you still failed to see yet, I was asking you about the 99% of knowledge. If you know something 99% of the way, do you know it 100%?
All right, so now that I'm sure you've worded this question correctly, yes. If you said of the 99%, if I know it.
Yeah, if you know the 99%, could something in that 1% contradict the 99% that you think you know?
Not if I. No, you're changing. No, your question was if I know it, not if I think I know it.
Well,
so
okay.
No, it couldn't.
If we could quantify, if we could see. But you don't know the 1% though.
You just said I know 99. So I know 99.
You know 99.
I don't have to worry about that. I know it. Now, the 1% I don't know, well, that's what I have to figure out.
Could that change the 99% that you think you know, though?
No, it's not think I know. You're changing words. It's I know 99%.
If you don't know the entirety of something, you don't know it.
No, I know 99% of it.
Okay. I know how to count, but I don't know calculus.
I do.
You know what I mean? What's that?
I do.
Well, okay, well, I know that I don't know it. What I'm saying is, but I'm pretty sure there's a part of math or really anything that you can know. You could know something in it, but not know the other parts of it. So in other words, like you know math, but you don't know algebra or calculus or something. You know to know calculus, you'd have to know algebra, but
You're absolutely correct. You're contradicting yourself.
So what I'm saying, no, I'm not. What I'm saying is,
you're stating you can have knowledge without having all knowledge, which I agree with.
What I'm saying is, you can have you cannot be completely sure of what you think you know without having all knowledge or knowing someone that does.
Well, you're changing terms. You're saying think I know. We're discussing things I do know.
Okay, so let's just say you do know the 99% then, right?
All right, so it's irrelevant. I know it. All right, go ahead.
But you don't know the 1%.
No.
Could something in the 1% give? Could that 1% be a variable to tear down the 99% that you think you know?
No, because we're not talking about something I think I know. We're talking about something I in fact know.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
No, I'm totally understanding. You're changing knowledge to perceived knowledge.
What I'm saying, okay.
If you know something, you know it, right?
Unless there's something that I don't know that could change it, then...
No, if you in fact know it.
Without having all knowledge, I wouldn't know that I in fact know something for sure.
That's not right.
How's that not right?
If you in fact... Okay, by your definition, if you knew something, then you would know it. Doesn't mean you know You don't have to be omnipotent to know anything.
No, but you have to be omnipotent to know there's not variables that are going to change things.
Here, let's use our math example. You know 1 + 1 = 2, right?
And 1 + 1 + 1 also equals 3.
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right, do you know what the derivative of x squared is?
No.
All right, well, you know the 1 + 1, but you don't know the 2x.
I know that. And if somehow they became part of the same problem, I wouldn't know the answer, and I wouldn't know how to figure it out.
You can have some knowledge without having all knowledge. That's what I'm stating. You agree with that, don't you?
And can I have some knowledge without having any knowledge?
No, without having all knowledge. Without having all knowledge.
Or without having all knowledge? Yeah. What I would say is that there could be something that is a variable outside of what I know that could change it.
What could change 1 + 1 = 2?
I don't know everything, so I wouldn't know how it would happen.
Well, maybe you don't understand 1 + 1 = 2. I thoroughly understand that enough to know that in fact it could not be wrong.
I understand what 1 + 1 is. Okay.
All right. So could it be wrong?
Could it be wrong? If I don't have all knowledge, then my perception of it could be wrong.
Okay, so you're claiming you can't know anything.
But I'm saying,
You need to be God to know something under your worldview. I can know
or
some
have
things to not know others.
or have revelation by him to know things. I mean, I can't know everything. So if there's a variable outside of a simple math problem that could change the answer to it, I wouldn't know.
Is there a
I don't know.
variable
I don't know.
outside 1 + 1 = 2?
I don't know everything, so I can't say that there is or isn't.
All right. Do you understand by your definition of 1 and your definition of a summation and equals, could that be wrong?
The way I understand it, no.
Here, we
I'm
can
not
make
saying
it
that
even.
it couldn't be wrong.
I mean, 1 + 1 = 2 might be too hard of a problem. Let's try it. 1 = 1. Could that be wrong?
It's not too hard of a problem. I understand
Is there?
what 1 + 1
Can you
is.
know that? No, we're not even. Can we be wrong about 1 = 1?
Can something not mean itself? Is that what you're asking me?
I'm asking. Can you know 1 = 1 without knowing calculus?
Yes.
All right. So you don't need to have all knowledge to have some knowledge. You don't have to argue. You can just agree.
No, what I'm saying is if there's a variable outside of something, I don't know the variables to it, so I can't say if that's like saying, do I know, like, by observation, I know the law of gravity is going to be the same today as it was yesterday and tomorrow, but I don't know everything within the field of physics.
Are we talking about Newtonian gravity? Are we talking about Einstein's relativity?
just
Are
saying
we
gravity
talking about quantum physics? Because I think what you think the law of gravity is way more complicated than 1 + 1.
Yes, of course it's more complicated than 1 + 1. I was using another example.
All right. Okay, you're trying to state that I have to know everything or else I can't know anything. And I've demonstrated that.
What I'm saying is that without...
I'm sorry.
No, what I'm saying is that either without all knowledge or without revelation by someone with all knowledge, you can't 100% know even the things that you think you know.
And I just showed you were wrong.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What is something that you know for certain?
My existence. And that I can't know everything for certain. How do I know my existence?
And how do you know that you exist?
Yeah. The impossibility of the contrary. It's axiomatic.
How do you know that it's impossible? How do you know that?
Because I do.
By the way, an axiomatic argument, which, by the way, saying something is axiomatic is a circular argument, saying that it is because it is, or that it is because it's necessary that it exists.
Okay. All right, it is necessary that I exist.
I'm just saying.
You're asking me two questions.
Why is it necessary that you...
Okay, I don't know if I can prove to you I exist.
You said, how do you prove to me that you exist?
No, I said I don't know that I can prove to you in an absolute sense that I exist in the same way that I know I exist.
Well,
meaning I can't prove to you I am not. It's possible from your perspective that I'm a figment of your imagination. I can't ultimately prove to you that I'm not a figment of your imagination.
No, that's not the claim that we would make. And we know that you exist because it's been revealed, but you don't have a basis to say that you have knowledge on anything.
No, I'm thinking I'm existing. That's what exist means.
But now, yeah, you're using Descartes' argument. There, I think, therefore I am now.
Or I am, therefore I think. Or it doesn't matter. Yes, can a non-existent thing think?
Can a non-existent thing think?
No.
Again, that's, but you're
you're essentially arguing that I can't know I exist.
Well, I'm essentially arguing that you cannot be sure of anything,
Sure of my existence. So I can't be sure of my existence? Is this really
but then, in
the
order
argument?
to be sure of your existence,
Are we somehow going to get from this to God's existence?
well, okay. What I'm saying is, by
we're arguing absurdities.
By saying that you're sure that you exist, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
What I'm saying is, when you're saying, and we're getting there, what I'm saying is that you're using, yeah, I can hear you now. You're using your reasoning and your thinking you're using your reasoning and your thinking to justify your existence.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so if I'm thinking and reasoning, that doesn't justify my existence. If I'm, okay, you know what the word I'm is?
Because you're...
I'm thinking and I'm reasoning, but I'm concerned that I don't exist.
What I'm saying is that you're not able to, like, how would that be? I mean, anyone or anything could, or not anything, but anyone that has a life that is a living thing could necessarily know they exist. Like a dog could know that it exists.
Okay,
it wouldn't contemplate its existence, but it would know that it exists.
Do you know what the possibility of the contrary is?
Yes, I do. In other words, you're saying it's possible because the exact opposite is impossible.
Is it possible for me to think and to reason and to not exist at the same time?
We haven't proven your existence yet.
No,
once we do that, or once we can be sure of that, then...
No, you're saying my thinking and my reasoning aren't sufficient. Yeah, I'm doing these two things, but you're saying it's not sufficient to prove the third.
I get where you're going with this.
So, are you arguing it's possible I don't exist? Because this seems like a ridiculous argument.
What I'm saying is that you can't be sure of your existence.
Oh, of course I can.
What was that?
Of course I can.
I don't think we get anywhere on this. Okay, so where did you?
No, you're not, because you're trying to pretend like I can't know basic things, obvious things, and we're making childish arguments like I can't know I exist. I can't know I exist in the world. This is how somehow we're getting to your God's existence. Justify your God's existence. We are talking about obvious things that are true.